Good morning. It's good to be with you again from Las Vegas, Nevada. Beautiful day, sunny, windy, getting a little cold over here. In fact, I was out earlier and I was saying, where's the snow? Man, it was cold. I hope you're having a good week. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good month. It's getting good. It's getting better and better and better. I want to do a little different, give you the chance to contribute to the show. You can use your debit home page. Go to my home page and just hit the button there on donation. And we're beginning something new. You have different ways of giving. If you give the platinum, you become a member of the platinum club as $100. Or you can choose the gold club or $75, or the silver club, $50, or the bronze club, $25, depending on your budget. As you give, we will recognize your giving by a thank you letter or mention you on our email or on the program. We need your money. And it's not just the money just to have the money. No, it's the money to contribute to the show. We're looking to buy a new server. I'm going with Home Daddy right now. They're hosting and serving me, and I'm using their server, but we want to purchase our own server because we're going to begin 2 new shows. The Living Kingdom Church is one of the other shows that I want you to watch it. We have over 1,000 right now. We have about 1,700 viewers. We want to get that up to 2,000. We're going to begin 2 new shows. One is called La Voz de los Latinos. It's going to be totally in Spanish. And we're going to be emphasizing what the Latin community is doing in the world, the pluses. And the other show is going to be the characteristics of a successful woman. We have a lot of women that are very, very successful. And we want to share some of their virtues, some of the characteristic traits in order to help the women that are watching us to apply some of those characteristic traits so they can be successful. We don't want to deal with people that are failing. We want to deal with people that are succeeding. And it's really up to you. You choose. And by the way, talking about our show now. Let's talk about our show. Vegas Strong and Fearless. The whole idea here is to make you strong and fearless. And in this time of age, or this time we're living in right now, you need to be strong and fearless no matter what comes your way. Unemployment, diseases, divorces, jail terms, I don't really care. You need to be strong and fearless. And it's just a hiccup. It's just a stop in that particular negative experiences that you're experiencing. But today, on Vegas Strong and Fearless, we're going to be talking about choice. You choose. I choose the road that we will travel on. I remember back when I was younger, the program, you probably saw the program. The person came out on the stage and he asked the people that were participating in the show, you on door number 1? Or are you on door number 2? You choose. They didn't know what was behind the door. Sometimes it was the right door and they were happy and there was money, there was cars, there was items. They chose the right door. And sometimes they chose the wrong door and there was nothing back there. So in life, today's program, you choose. Now remember, this program is dealing with a holistic individual. And that's what we're interested in this show. Vegas Strong and Fearless, dealing with the mind, dealing with the spirit, dealing with the body. And it's your choice of developing yourself and being strong. Not just in the mind, because sometimes they choose to apply themselves mentally by the reading of books, the Bible, viewing pictures. There's nothing wrong with this, by the way, and we need to do this. But you're made up more than your mind. I remember years when I was a youngster, I saw a movie. It was supposed to be a scary movie. It was called The Brain That Wouldn't Die. And this crazy scientist had a brain in his laboratory, and it was just a brain, and it wouldn't die. It was just a living brain. Well, it was good, but there was no body. There was no soul. It was just a brain. Well, that's in our generation. A lot of times people focus in totally on the mind, and they forget the rest of the body, the holistic body. I have a family member. He's on the computer 24/7. He's on the computer all day and all night. And I asked him, I said, how can you be on that computer so much and forgetting and neglecting yourself physically and spiritually? He said, I do this because I love it. That's okay. But remember, in this holistic idea of the human individual, you don't want to neglect your body. You don't want to neglect your spirit. You don't want to neglect your mind. You want to be able to complete all three of them. And that's what this is all about. The choice that you make will influence your mind, your body, every part of you, your spirit. I mentioned in the past also, in the influence of touching the holistic individual, you need to be aware of how you're breathing, the air you're breathing. You want to be 100% well in all three areas? Okay, you got to remember these four areas. What type of air are you breathing? What are you breathing into your system? What kind of oxygen? Is it nicotine? Fumes that you shouldn't be breathing? What are you breathing? It's got to be good, clean air. And that's why I love to go to the park and walk, because it's there that I'm inhaling the beautiful air and the beautiful oxygen. And by the way, you don't need a mask. It's strange. I go to the mountains, I go to the parks, I go to the campground, and all these people are walking around with masks. On the beaches, when there's nobody around there, they're by themselves, they got masks on. Well, I disagree with that. I mean, that's fresh air. That's beautiful air. That's beautiful oxygen. You want to breathe that stuff into your system. Remember these four steps. How are you breathing? How or what are you drinking? Very, very, very important that you drink a lot of water. I try to drink a half a gallon plus water every day. How much water are you drinking? What kind of liquids are going into your system? The holistic, remember, the physical is important. Is it nothing but sodas? Is it nothing but alcohol? Is it nothing but energy drinks? No good. You need to start drinking right drinks for your body. A lot of water is good for you, believe me. What are you, 85% water? 2/3 of the world is water. You are in your mama's womb in water. So water is very, very important. Don't neglect drinking water, the right drinks. And then eating. You choose what you eat. By the way, you could choose anything. You could choose to eat anything you want. It's not going to do you harm. You know what? I was reading a book, and what gets a person sick, maybe they come from Europe to the United States and they begin to eat, and then they get sick because of the different foods and what have you. But it's not the food, it's the zone they're coming from. If you go to the Eskimos and they begin to eat food over here in a warm climate, it's going to affect them in the wrong way. So be aware of the zone that you live in. But whatever zone you're living in, you could eat anything you want. It's not going to harm you. But only eat when you're hungry. There's a lot of people, they get up in the morning, they say, we got to eat breakfast. No, you don't. Hunger is earned. Hunger is because you're working and you're fulfilling with the food, the things, the nutrition that you need your body to give you strength. So only eat when you're hungry. Don't think that, oh, I got to eat breakfast and lunch and dinner. No, you don't. If you eat and you're not hungry, and out of desire, it's appetite. That's the only thing you're doing. Well, I have an appetite for an apple pie. I have an appetite for candy. I have an appetite. Be careful there. I'm not saying these appetites aren't any good. They're good. I love candy. I like chocolates. I like pies. But remember, they're appetites. Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, I love to eat. But I make sure I'm hungry before I eat all this good food. But once I'm full, I back away. I'm full. That's it. I'm full. Don't overeat. Don't eat unless you're hungry. Test this out for me one day. Wake up in the morning, and just say to yourself, I'm not going to eat until I'm hungry. And you'll be surprised. You'll be amazed that your body will talk to you. Listen to your body. The body talks to you in aches and pains, and when it's hungry, listen to your body. And your body will tell you, I'm hungry. But if your body's not telling you, I'm hungry, don't eat. Don't eat. And when you do eat, be aware of what you're eating. Very important. And the last thing, dealing with a holistic, you choose, is your choice. Remember, your choice what you drink, your choice what you're going to breathe, your choice what you're going to drink, your choice how you're going to sleep. Those 4 areas, if you sleep last night, I usually get up at 6:30 in the morning. Automatically. My body just wakes up, alarm or no alarm. Sometimes I set the alarm because I need to be somewhere, but my body wakes up by itself. But last night, I slept so good, and I always sleep good. My problem since I was a youngster was not when or how to sleep, is I always had trouble waking up. I always had a problem waking up. Not sleeping. I never dealt with, or to this day, I never had a sleeping pill in my life. I don't need sleeping pills. And I could drink coffee before I go to sleep, and I still sleep nice. How you approach before you go to sleep. How are you approaching sleep? If you're approaching sleep with a lot of stress, with a lot of wrong attitudes, or what am I going to do about Bobby Joe and my daughter Kathy? What am I going to do about these bills? And you're just going to bed with all this garbage in your mind, you're not going to have a good night's sleep. But if you just say, leave it, and say, I'm going to sleep now. Good night, Lord. Good night, my God. Good night. You want to go to sleep good? I'll tell you what you do. This is what you do. You try this. You may not believe in the Bible, but read a book in the Bible. Just begin to read a chapter or 2. Either 2 things will happen. Either you will get so bored that you're going to sleep, or you're going to say, wow, that's good stuff. And you're going to go to sleep, and then your subconscious is going to speak to you in its own way. You're going to have a good night's sleep. Those areas are very important. Well, we're going to wrap this up. Your choice. If you have these 4 areas, if you do these 4 areas, you're going to do a lot of tremendous positive things in your life. You're going to have whatever you want in life, and you're going to be whoever you want to become. Your choice. to accomplish these areas. Mind, cause, and effect. As I think to breathe right, as I think to drink right, as I think to eat right, as I think to sleep right, the cause is going to have positive effects. It's going to have effects that they will surprise you. You are to choose today, not tomorrow, today, right now. You're listening to me because it's your choice. You can turn me off, that's your choice. Once you leave and this program's over, you have a choice. How am I going to eat? What am I going to eat? What am I going to drink? How am I going to sleep? It's your choice. And my hope is to become strong and fearless wherever you find yourself. You're going to make the right choice. Door number 1 or door number 2. It's your choice. And my hope is if you open door number 1, the beauty, the abundance of life is there. Door number 2, if it's nothing there, it's your choice. You have chosen that badness. Maybe alcohol, maybe cigarettes, maybe drugs, maybe wrong women, wrong men, wrong job, wrong environment. Your choice. God bless you. We look forward to seeing you next week. Stay strong and fearless.